What's up, folks? It's your boy Tone, and welcome back to another episode of What's Happening with Indies, where I sit down with these cool indie developers and talk about their games that you see me posting throughout the week. And we have another cool episode here with my friend Montos. Did I say that correctly?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Montos. I'm
Hello.
very nervous about the names. I want to get them correctly. So our friend here, Montos. Glad
That's
to have
completely
you here, my
fine.
friend.
Glad to be here with you guys. So thank you, Tom. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and of course, thank you for having me in this interview.
Of course. So let's jump right into it. All right. So I seen on your Steam page that this is your first game. Now, how long have you been into video game development?
Okay, so it's a funny story. I mean, actually, it kind of started by luck
Hmm.
because I've been pretty much concept artist for decades now, but if I remember correctly, around 2017, I was watching one of my favorite concept artists, and he talked about video game engines, which was like, oh wow, now you can like access video game engines to make a game. So
Yeah.
I was like, I really loved what I was seeing, and it was very encouraging to see like another artist making a game. So I was like, wow, we can finally do it. So I downloaded and opened Unreal, and that's how it started. Basically, I started experimenting in the beginning, just throwing in some 3D assets that I was creating myself because I was working previously in the industry as a designer. So it was helpful for me to know those skills, but I didn't have a clue about
Yeah.
programming at all. So basically, all my focus was like putting things in and try to make it like a beautiful looking world.
Yeah.
So years passed. I kept like trying to follow tutorials. I was making a few prototypes, some I don't want to say failed projects, but let's call them shelved projects that
Okay.
maybe
Yeah.
they're going to see the light of the day maybe sometime in the future. But those actually help me to try to understand a little bit about how, programming is working, how game development is working.
Hmm.
But to be honest with you, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah. You
I
just
was
jumped
just,
right in.
yeah, totally. I was so excited that I completely missed out the fact that you have to understand a few things about programming, which I didn't. And I think it's
Yeah.
a good thing that I didn't back then, because if I knew back then what's
Hmm.
awaiting me, I think I wouldn't even get started with game development.
Really?
Yeah,
Why you say that?
because actually it's totally disheartening. After I've been toying with coding after so many years now, and so
Hmm.
many problems and obstacles, so many bugs, so many small details, that only a proper programmer would know how to address. So
Yeah.
me not knowing about those things and just like going heads in and not understanding what I'm doing, it kind of protected me in a sense from being scared, to
Okay.
try to make
Yeah.
like a properly functioning game. So I focus mostly on game design, on world design, on characters, on story. So basically, I try to take a step at a time and be like, okay, if I have problems now, maybe in a few years I can understand better programming and I can resolve all those things. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, man, look, I can honestly say, for you jumping right in, man, your game looks amazing.
thank
It
you.
it looks really good, man. Now how do I pronounce the name of your game? Is it Asthenia?
Yeah,
Did I
it's
say that?
close enough. Yeah, so it's like
Oh,
in Greek you said like asthenia, but it's normal totally to call it asthenia. Yeah.
okay, gotcha. Now, that is a first-person dark fantasy
Mhm.
experience. Is that something you've always wanted to create?
Okay, so I do have a deep love for first-person games. I remember I played the first Doom when it was out, so that was a long
Yeah.
time ago. So it was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
impressive back in our time. And I
Great
remember,
game still. Great game.
yeah, I still playing it on Switch to this day. So basically, it's amazing because back then we were like even scared, about those
Yeah.
experience because it was so unique, so different. So it
Mhm.
was my first experiences with first person games and this and Wolfenstein, late
Oh,
before we
yeah.
even got to proper like 3D games. But the reality is, later on in the later decades, with more advanced technologies, I really loved games like Condemned, if you remember that one.
Yes, love Condemned.
Uh,
Yes.
yeah, I love that one so much. Condemned, like other games like Amnesia series, Scorn.
Oh yes.
Soma, the Advancing of Film Carter, DRS, there are all those atmospheric first person games that I really, really loved. And I want to try to, like get influenced and quote, imitate those kind of games. But also, to be honest, for starting dev, creating a first person template was the easiest and more accessible thing for a developer like me. And Unreal
Okay.
was providing a lot of template tools for that. So let's say that I think a lot of developers starting with first person games, it's very efficient and appropriate, because it has less complexities compared to making a third person game.
Oh, okay. Is it
Mhm.
more of the character model in the third
Yeah.
person and how that works
hmm
within your
hmm
programming? Okay.
Absolutely, but also you have to consider, the camera because there's a lot of third-person games that have a lot of problems with camera angles. Always
Uh-huh.
sometimes,
Uh-huh.
the camera getting stuck on the ground, like weird
Yeah.
rotations.
Yeah.
So yeah, it made more sense to start in first person. But I
Yeah.
also really love first-person games. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. I love first person games too. The last one I've played recently is what is it? Immortals of Avium.
Oh yeah, 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 I remember that one. Cool,
Oh
cool.
man, it was
Yep.
such a sleeper hit. Like I didn't hear much about it, but when I played it,
Yeah,
I'm like, this is phenomenal. Like,
it
why
was
is it
pretty
this getting
cool.
talked about more?
Pretty
So
cool. Yeah.
yeah, really cool. Now, dark fantasy games.
Mhm.
Is that something you've always been interested in? Like, are there any games that inspired you to make a dark fantasy game?
hmm Of course, I think it all started mostly with movies and cartoons
Okay.
back in the days. I think I remember the early 2000s with Lord of the Rings. I mean,
Yeah.
completely changed my life.
Yeah. Understandable. Understandable.
Yeah, being at the cinema in the theater in 2000, was it? Yeah, yeah. It was like
Yeah.
mind blowing. And in Greece, we were not really exposed to such movies or in the theaters like that. So it was a phenomenon,
Yeah.
and it really inspired me in my art, in my illustration back then, way before I became a game dev. So that was a huge inspiration. Later, as a kid of the '90s, I also was very inspired from dark fantasy movies like Skrull, was it, and some other like Willow, and all those
Uh-huh.
really cool old fantasy movies. And when it comes to games, I do have some favorites. For example, I love Miyazaki's games. Man, I love Dark Souls series.
Oh
Um,
yeah?
of course, I
Man,
mean,
I suck. I can't. I tried, man. I can't get through it.
oh, I hear you. I hear you. I'm not the best. I'm not the best either. But to be honest with
Yeah.
you, it's just mostly the world and the setting and the characters that really, really inspired me.
Yeah,
And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because they do take a lot of time to create really unique worlds. I think
mhm, mhm.
the one that I was able to play the most was Bloodborne.
Oh, I love
And
Bloodborne.
oh my gosh, it was almost like a Castlevania game. It
Yep,
was like what
yep.
you would think Castlevania should be. It's so amazing, man. It's just so hard. I tried. I just
I'm
I
with
just
you.
can't do it. I'm just not good.
I never finished Bloodborne. I was close to the end, I think the final boss, but I gave up after that. Tried the
Yeah.
DLC, I got my butt hooked, and I also
Yeah.
gave up. But I
Yeah.
completely devoured the world and the art, which is truly inspiring for an
Yes.
artist trying to do something similar.
Yeah.
Then one of my other very um, artists, game developers that I love, which actually Miyazaki was also inspired from, is Fumito Ueda, who did Aiko, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's he's amazing. I really love him. Very niche games, but for me, he truly inspired me back in the day, and I was trying to make similar art to that. And of course, some other of my other games, which are not actually dark fantasy, but I love Resident Evil games
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. Cause
Always a sucker for dark fantasy. Yep.
yeah, man. And it's I'm playing through didn't you mention Resident Evil? Like
Mhm.
I'm playing through Resident Evil 4, the classic one, for the
Nice,
for the
nice.
first time. I
Ooh,
missed it. I missed it somehow. And oh dude,
love.
I see why everybody calls that one of the greatest games of all time. It is so much fun still. Like
Yep.
still to this day, it is so much fun. I'm constantly thinking about it. I want to get back into it. Once we finish with our interview, I'm gonna go play it for a few hours. Like I love it so much. I finally got to I don't know if it's the second world. Like once you get with Ashley and y'all raise up that
Mhm, mhm.
bridge and you kind of go into the second area. I finally got to that part. I'm having such an amazing time.
You know,
Uh,
that's so interesting, amazing to hear because I played it when it was out, and of course, it was so revolutionary back then and inspired so
yeah.
many other games. But to this day, I have melted this game. I played it hundreds of times. I played all those new game classes. I still play it on my Nintendo Switch. I so love this game, man. It's one of my top favorite games ever.
Oh man, it is so good. I'm gonna jump
Yes.
into the remake afterwards to
Yep, yep.
see how things look, but I'm having a great time. So
So glad to
yes,
hear that.
man, I love it. Now,
That's awesome.
uh, so we're gonna talk about your newest game that you're working on,
Mhm,
Asthenia. Now, how did this idea come about? I know you've talked about your inspirations. Like tell me more about how your idea came about. Like, how did you get all of this to work? Because I'm looking at your gameplay right now. I'm looking at your trailers and your screenshots, and I'm like,
mhm,
man, it's such a beautiful world. It's the characters are so unique, and I know you said you were in design
mhm,
previously, but man, like you're doing a really great job.
mhm.
Like the world and the characters, it looks amazing, man. So
Thank you.
like what was the process of getting this idea together?
Mhm. First of all, thank you for the kind words. That's a very great question, and I'm glad people ask me about that because sometimes I'm wondering how I can open up to talk about this question because actually, Asthenia really comes from a dark place. I think I did mention it a few times on media, but it's always difficult to realize how much you can talk about it. So basically, like I mentioned before, there was a few abandoned projects that was more like experimental projects, so I can learn. Okay,
Mhm.
but while I was in process of those projects back in 2019, I lost my mom early to cancer. So I was
Oh,
battling.
sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, man. So mom was battling cancer for many years, and actually, I'm glad I was there for
Yeah.
her. So I sense sickness from the inside, and she was
Mhm.
young, so that hit us harder, as you can understand.
Yeah.
And after mom passed, actually the same year, my partner and I, we lost our baby. So,
Oh, man,
uh,
I'm so sorry to hear that, my man.
yeah, well, yeah, I appreciate that. And as someone can understand, that's a lot to take.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what happened is that I was lost, and I'm not ashamed to say that to this day it's still difficult. I'm still
Yeah.
coping with that.
Yeah.
But what this did to a creative person, and as an artist most of my life, I had to express all those feelings, all this
Mhm.
sadness, all this grief, all this experience. I want to share
Yeah.
it with the world. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to make games. Let's try to make something more focused now, something that I can really speak truly, from my heart, and
Yeah.
try to tell this story from metaphors, for symbolisms, and try to tell the story of mine through through the inhabitants of the world, through Adam, who's experiencing a similar event in the game. So it was
Mhm.
like, maybe this is the best chance for me to try to make my first game have something that is truly genuine, truly honest, and try to tell a story and maybe connect with other people who've been through similar situations. And
Yeah.
I'm actually glad I've been doing that, because it's like, how to say it? It's a coping mechanism as well, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it really helps you to try to connect with other people and relate with other people, but give them an experience, a unique experience,
Yeah.
through all this. So basically, Asthenia is a world of sickness. It's a world of loss and grief, and it was absolutely mirroring my own state for those years. And this game was a completely direct result of what I've been going through.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm calling it a dark game born from the darkest period of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot of storytelling and even some of the letters that completely mirror my own state, throughout the years, but being actually told from the perspective of other inhabitants who experienced some tragic events in the world. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. So I don't want to spoil too much for the people interested in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So that's the story pretty much. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that is good that you're able to
Mhm.
use your art to
Yeah.
just get those emotions out,
Mhm.
just have a way to express that, man. And
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, going through hard times, unfortunately, sometimes makes the best art.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's meme to some point talking about some artists that they're talking through their pain, but it's really redeeming, if that's the correct word. But it means
yeah,
something to you. Though it
absolutely,
means something, man. Yeah.
absolutely, my man. Now, how's development been going? How long have you been working on this?
So I started 2019, but I was doing it part time for six
Okay.
years alone. So that means I was working my 10 hours shift, and then I had to, whatever energy left and persistence, I had to work
Yeah.
a few more hours on the side or staying up late at nights. And I gotta tell you, I mean, it's been a rough way because I had so many problems with technical stuff that they were not working. I couldn't implement a lot of things that I wanted to do.
Hmm.
So it's been very lonely 6 years of frustration, of crying,
Yeah,
of
I
feeling
understand.
so bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because you're trying something new, so it's yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be
Yeah,
easy.
man. Yeah, but I gotta say, I've been very fortunate and blessed that after 6 years of busting my head on a wall, I reconnected with an old friend of mine from France, Quentin, who's actually a programmer by profession. So he offered to help me clean up my
Oh, that's
mess.
awesome. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Good.
And as we call it, he came to the rescue to clean my mess because it's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Well, your first demos were a little rough, huh?
Yeah. Of course, we're still trying to fix a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, as you can understand, he had the courage to take a broken game from 6 years and try to put it together, as much as we
Yeah.
can. And that was a huge task, man. I mean, that's a huge task. So Quentin's been now helping me on his part time whenever he's got a chance, to fix some stuff, improve other things, make essential additions to the game, other features
Yeah.
that I will never be able to introduce to the game because I'm not a programmer by trade.
Right.
So now we're working on parallel on the final game and the demo. So whenever I have time and energy, even though I'm working freelance on the client sometimes, I'm
Yeah.
trying to implement those changes on the demo whenever I can. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, man. And so what
Mhm.
what um what engine are you working on?
I'm using Unreal Engine 4, so
Okay.
I'm joking on myself like I'm a boomer stuck in the past.
I remember when it first came out, man.
Oh
So I'm
yeah,
with you.
oh, I love Unreal, man. I'm just like I love so many games with that engine. But the thing is that when I started, Unreal 5 was not out, so I was like
Hmm.
I was trying to learn the engine. It was pretty mature by that time, so I stuck with that. I was very comfortable with it through the
Yeah.
years. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting old, man. I'm having a hard time to pick up on new stuff all the time. And never-ending technology and all those things. So I'm getting comfortable in a sense like, okay, is it working? Is it optimized enough? I mean, is it getting my vision out there? I'm good. I'm good.
You're good. Yep, I'm with you, my man. If it's working, no need to change it. You're
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fine.
And
Absolutely.
in my defense, I mean, because I had a lot of those questions was like, why did you transition to Unreal 5? Like, I tried, and then everything broke because
Oh.
some systems that they were like previously introduced in Unreal 4, like one of the destruction systems, it doesn't
Hmm.
work at all in Unreal Engine 5 because they updated with a new destruction
Yeah.
system. So we have to go through hundreds of systems and placeholders and assets. That doesn't make sense. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
have
No.
another
No.
10 years and be out
No.
with my pencil.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you, man. You've been working on this long enough. You're ready to
Yeah,
you're ready to get it out. Absolutely, my man.
yeah, so that's why I got stuck with Year 4 that I really love. I mean, I'm really happy with the engine. Um, Quinn and I were trying our best, to understand more stuff of the engine and try to, make the best out of it.
Yeah. Well, I think you're doing a damn good job, man. It
Thanks.
looks amazing.
Thank you.
It looks really amazing. And so with your art style and how we were speaking about earlier, man,
Mhm,
everything is just your environments is so unique. Like the enemies, the characters.
mhm.
Like how was that process of creating like just that those environments, man. I haven't seen many dark fantasy games look like this.
Thank you. I'm humbled and flattered. It's an amazing compliment to hear. You know, I think it goes back to talking about art because I've been in the arts industry for damn over 25, nearly 30 years. Maybe I was working since I
Yeah,
was a child in the industry. So it comes natural, It's one of my
yeah.
favorite questions, and I always love to talk about that. For me, it's a very organic process, you
Hmm.
know, uh, because I do not really follow mainstream methods necessarily. So basically, how it goes, like if I have an idea for like a scene, like a character, a set piece, a gameplay feature, I would just sketch
Hmm.
it out. I'm
Yeah,
gonna sketch it out on my sketchbooks. I'm gonna then take it probably to Photoshop, like maybe render it, mix it up with some 3D shots from the game, and then do a concept art of that, and try directly to implement it in the game. So it's very organic and natural process for me. And when it comes to inspirations, it's like I'm influenced by European and Balkan arts a lot, which
hmm,
translated to Asthenia, very organic as well, because you're going to see a mix of ancient and modern or post-apocalyptic elements, which those are completely drawn from real life scenery that I mix appropriately for the world I want to create. So
yeah.
um, unlike my struggle with programming, art direct comes truthfully, without any
Yeah.
second thoughts or
Right.
hesitation. And I can dare to say that Stand Strong Poet is definitely, in my opinion, the world building and the art direction. And I think in the full game, people are going to see more of that, And
Yeah.
I think people are going to be excited probably and going to see some real cool things.
Yeah, man, because
Um,
that's what first drew me to your game. Like when I first watched the trailer, I'm like, this looks
yeah.
really cool. It was the environments and the art direction, and I'm like, oh my god, this looks amazing. And at first, like when I first seen it, I was like, oh, is this like a just a walking simulator? Then I'm like, no,
Mhm.
there's combat as well. And I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this
You know,
this looks so cool.
fun fact, actually, it was supposed to be only a walking simulator many years ago, but then I want to make it
Oh,
into a more engaging experience. And what I want to say regarding the art direction that we're talking about, um, I take a lot of inspiration from my everyday life. I mean, I work here in Bulgaria now that I live in. I mean, I come from Greece, so basically for me,
mhm.
having lived, in Athens, with a lot of ancient history and places
Yeah,
with Bulgaria, I mean, all those things are imprinted in what I'm creating. I mean, I've got a lot of inspiration from brutalist art from Bulgaria. I've got a lot of ancient art inspiration from our sites in Greece. So basically, I'm trying to mix up everything. You're gonna see some like post-apocalyptic parts, which totally are like our
yeah.
worst places from the Balkans, which is like a true nightmare. So like yeah, it's all taken from life, man. Yeah, which I love to do and combine all those like personal elements, that mean a lot
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah, man, man, I can't compliment you enough, man.
Thank you.
I've been looking at the screenshots and the trailers, and I'm like, this it looks so cool, man. It
Thank you.
looks really good, man.
Thank
So
you.
I see that you do have a planned release date
Mhm,
of sometime in 2027 next
mhm.
year. Are you sure you think you're gonna hit that, or you may need some more time? How are you looking as far as full release?
Okay, so I'm gonna be totally honest because, like I said, I mean, I'm a first time uh, game dev, so a lot of things can go wrong, with all
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
mean, I'm working in parallel there. While we definitely aim for 2027, there's always something that's breaking and it's going wrong. And I definitely, and I definitely want to take my time, to make sure that it's as solid as it can be. Of course, we're planning to
Mhm.
do post launch support and everything like that. But please believe me, we're learning from that and we're trying to hit our goals. But as someone can understand, for a couple people who are trying to make their first game, and a quite ambitious one, I might say, a
Yeah.
lot can go wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then there's the legal parts to have to set the company, make everything work in a foreign
Mhm.
country. It's a lot of
Mhm.
things in the mix, but I'm definitely aiming for that. Hopefully, I can pull it through, get the
Yeah.
playtest out, and everything that needs to be done.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, man. Hey,
Yeah.
I hope you hit that release window. I've downloaded the demo, so I'm definitely gonna check out the demo
Oh
and
yeah, cool.
give it a shot. Give it a shot. I'm not gonna judge it too
Perfect.
hard. I know you're still working.
I am working on that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't want to fool people. I'm just like, okay, guys, I'm gonna try all my best, but I don't want to fool anyone, man. I just like Asthenia is. It's my first game, and while I'm trying some ambitious things, I know that it's not gonna be for everyone, and I'm truly aware of that. But
Yeah.
what I have to offer, at least a few parts, I know, and I hope actually that people are going to appreciate. I'm quite confident in the world building, and the story, and the narration, and the exploration. I think those parts, even people who don't play those kind of
Mhm.
games, I think they're going to find something to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You can see it, and the world is enough to hook you in. So I know if the gameplay keeps you there, oh
Yeah,
man, you're
yeah,
gonna have something amazing. You're
yeah.
gonna have
That's
something
what we're trying
amazing.
to achieve. Thank you.
Yeah, this looks really cool. All right, so let me. I gotta ask: are there any video games you're playing at the moment? Do you have any time to play anything, or you just work, work, work?
Well, I love video games. I mean, I'm an old gamer myself, so I always try to find time to game, even if I'm a zombie and I have to like
Yeah.
squeeze in like a couple 2 hours in my daytime. So actually, yes, I mean, I'm trying a lot of indie games from other fellow devs. I'm supporting. I'm playing. I'm currently obsessed with Death Stranding 2, which I love Kojima games.
Oh my gosh, man! I haven't. I haven't. I haven't played it yet, but
Mhm.
I spent over 100 hours in the first one.
Oh wow,
I'm
nice!
I'm ready to get into it. Kojima is.
Ooh, you're gonna
Oh
love
my
it.
god.
If
Oh
you like
man,
the
I can't
first
wait.
one, oh wow.
I can't wait. And because I'm also, dude, I was born in 1991, so I still love a lot of
Nice,
old games. So, but there
nice.
was a lot that I missed out on. So,
Oh yeah,
speaking of Kojima, this year I've been playing the Metal Gear Solid series for the first time.
nice. That's awesome. I would love to hear what you think.
Oh my god, it's so amazing. Oh my god, like it is so cool. He is so cool. I
Oh
understand
man,
why Kojima has the reputation he has. Like the
it's
games still hold up. It's so good.
it's funny. I don't want to sound like a grandpa, but from people like me from the '80s, when we hear people from later generations and they're like, "Oh, now I'm experiencing this game," and we're like, "Oh yeah, I played it back in my time," We're so excited to hear what people think about about these games.
Man, it is so. I'm having such a great time. I,
Nice.
I have to say, Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite
Oh, I
so
love it.
far.
I love it.
I love Raiden as a character.
Yep,
I played,
yep.
I played, I played through 4 and seeing him come back into the
Oh
story.
yeah.
It's so cool. I have Metal Gear Rising, so I'm gonna play that as well. I'm having a great time. I'm catching up on all of the old stuff that I missed.
That's so cool, man. You're gonna love those.
Yeah, man.
So let me think. What else am I playing right now? Oh yeah, I'm playing some Cloud Obscure on the side, which I also love.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I was playing recently the latest Atomic Heart DLC, which I love the Slavic kind of games.
Yeah, yeah.
Played and finished Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Loved it.
Oh, haven't played it yet. Gotta play it. I have it. I gotta play it.
Yep, yep.
I,
Finished Chronos the New Dawn. I also loved it. I really love the post-apocalyptic sci-fi Slavic games as well. I'm
yeah.
playing a little bit of Devil May Cry from the side, but oh yeah, and I'm playing when I have some time playing with the fans, playing some Red Dead Redemption Online.
Oh man, classic. Oh
Yep.
man, I wish Rockstar would have put more care into the
More effort, yeah,
online.
more stuff, yeah, man.
Yeah, I wish they
Yeah.
would have put more care. I had to. Hey, have you ever played? You ever played Alan Wake?
Oh, I love Alan Wake.
Did you play Alan
Oh,
Wake 2?
yep, I did.
Oh my gosh, my man, what a
Yep.
game that
Blown
was!
away. Yeah, blown away. It's like, wow, crank it up to 100. I
Oh
don't
my
know. So,
gosh, that is a gamer's game, man.
yep.
I
Yep.
had I love that game so much. I
It
I
was an
just played
amazing
it.
experience.
Yeah, man. I feel like Sam Lake is creeping into that Kojima territory
Hmm.
with his
Hmm.
game, man. He's doing a great job. I'm ready for the new control to come out as well.
Oh, yep, absolutely. Same here.
Oh man, dude, it's so cool to talk about talk about games with someone
Yep,
that loves
always.
games because I love them.
Always.
I love them as well. All right, man. So give us your social media handles so people can find you and make sure they stay up to date with what you got going on.
Okay, so first of all, of course, we have Asthenia, and we have Asthenia, both the full game page and the demo page separately, so people can find that on Steam. And then when it comes to social media, we have let's see, we have Twitter X, we have YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Facebook, Stix, LinkedIn, DeviantArt Station. Everything goes by Manthus Lapas or and Asthenia the game. So. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. I'm gonna put all of your socials, your links and everything on the episode description so they can
Thank you.
find it there as well. And yeah, man, thank you so much for talking with me for a little bit, man. It was good to finally talk with you. We've been trying to find the time to get together to talk for the
Oh
longest
yeah.
time, it seems. But it was great to finally talk with you, man. And I'm rooting for you. I'm ready to see what you're gonna bring to the
Today.
table, and I'll be right there to check it out and support.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, everyone who listened to this interview. And I'm really sorry that we had to delay so many times the interview, but I really appreciate you for the support and everything. And I would be glad to talk with other people who might be interested in the game. You know, I'm here to listen to feedback, to thoughts, guys, anything you like. Well, thank you for everything. Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Of course. And yeah, that was the episode of What's Happening with Indies with our guy Montos. And thank you, my friend. And we'll see you later. We'll see you later.